Hey everyone, I'm James Horvath, Senior Director of IT for Plano Synergy. My role with the company is leadership of all technologies introduced through Plano Synergy, the application of those technologies, and making life easier for our end users and for our financial teams. So to give you a little bit of background on Plano Synergy, we are a market leader in storage tackle systems, consumer hard goods manufacturing, and we are the market leader for landing nets used in fishing and outdoor sports. We exist as an entity across multiple geographic locations in the U.S., and we operate globally. That puts us in a position where our workforce is distributed across multiple locations. And with the recent pandemic, we've seen that grow even more fractured. We have more people working from home and smaller offices and pools elsewhere, which has increased the need for us to provide mobile solutions. And that's one of the areas where Swift has really helped us out, and we'll talk about that in a second. Plano has been running JD Edwards since 2012. We began initially on JDE 8.9, and they grew into 9.1 and 9.2. And the drivers for those upgrades were business process automation, or the promise thereof. With each increasing version of the software, we were given more tools to help build automation, to help ease some of the concerns we had with remote workforces, bind people together a little bit better, and give them the tools that they needed. In addition to that, the upgrade to 9.2 in particular helped us to satisfy pressures that we all feel to operate with less spend, do more internally, and help to leverage resources that we already have. Over the years we've spent with JDE, we've built a robust team of functionals internal to our company. So we have a number of people aligned with the business that can handle functional changes, rule setups, advanced preferences, pricing, all those little tools that have existed in JDE for a long time. And they were able to very quickly learn orchestrations and AIS and some of the more complex tools that the later releases have provided. And I can't speak highly enough about Oracle's push in that regard, opening up those tools for people to use and exploring ways that people can configure their own system to match their business needs rather than having to buy into expensive development. One of the gaps that we faced, however, was in mobility. And to deal with that, we've tried a number of things. Mobile application framework, which Erwin talked about a little bit earlier, worked in some areas, but was restricted by the inability to customize it. It was locked into certain versions. There were multiple instances of applications in some cases to choose from. Some worked, some didn't. So while it was a good attempt, it didn't really fulfill our needs. We also had to push into other areas to explore customized applications, systems like Magic, which Ali talked about, systems like DSI, where we had to start developing custom scripts and coding for warehouse operations and such. And all those bolt-on systems add complexity and add risk to the overall system, as well as administrative overhead. So we were excited when he approached us with Swift and the promise that it held. It gives us the ability to take all of the code that exists in JDE in the way that it was delivered. It allows us to take new code that we've developed to customize our business, and it allowed us to bring the customizations, the versions, the rules and configurations that we had built through the strength of our functional team, and now push that very quickly out to mobile applications that we could control in-house. We could change the look and feel. We can deliver those to our remote, scattered work teams very quickly and very effortlessly. And you've seen some of that through the demonstration that Ali provided briefly. You've seen that through some of the comments that Erwin had on mobility and UI enhancements, and all of those statements are true. They all work together now to provide a very simple, elegant, and efficient way to present all of these assets, all of this JDE knowledge and configuration that you have to your end users extremely quickly. It's a wonderful product. So to go through some of the bullets here that are highlighted, the Swift is device agnostic. It works on iOS, Android, it works on web-based laptops if you have those as well. So it makes it very easy to design an application once and then deliver it to a multitude of devices without any hassle at all. JD Edwards integration using AIS and orchestration, because Swift presents information that already exists in JDE and then reformats some of that presentation. You're not recoding, you're not redeveloping, and you're able to really use the power of AIS and orchestrations that your teams have already built, which is a huge advantage. Between the two of those, there's almost no need for additional development work to present information that runs your business daily. JDE business logic and functional knowledge, as just discussed, you can use everything that you've built in JDE without hassle using Swift. You link to it, you present it, you do a couple of tweaks on the screen to make it look the way you want, and it's available to your users. It's wonderful. And then the JDE Edwards security, it complies with existing JDE Edwards security, and you saw through the demonstration how easy it is to assign a role to a given application. Ali, if you can flip forward. So the business analyst friendly low code, no code option is what I've talked about before. The ability to take in-house talent instead of hiring outside developers, allow your BAs and your BPOs, your functional analysts to take business needs and convert those into a usable application with no programming knowledge, very quickly and easily. You can put an application together in a couple of minutes. It's extremely easy to use and doesn't require specialized knowledge, allowing them to function or to focus on the things that they should be focused on, which is improving business processes. So the ability to launch PO approvals receipts, all that, we've found a lot of use, not only in the pre-built applications that Swift offers for things like inventory lookups and control. We've run Swift and had great success with sales order hold releases, especially during Black Friday when the customer service teams are a little bit more distributed. They can log in from their phones and relieve holds. We've done the same thing with PO receipts, the ability to follow approval chains and issue approvals and releases to POs remotely through cell phones or tablets has been absolutely wonderful. And then one of the areas that we're really excited about is the opportunity to replace some of these larger systems like Magic and DSI with Swift, and couple that with orchestrations and such to give us those capabilities. That consolidates what IT has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It consolidates the technologies that we have to support, and it brings a more consistent endpoint to all of the users. So we're very excited about all those things, and hope to see this continue to evolve and find new creative ways to apply it.